The boxers in the red corner, wearing black with red, on the scales at 18 stone 9 pounds 12 ounces, brings to the ring a 21 fight record, 17 wins, 15 of those wins inside the distance, only 4 defeats. The former undefeated WBO Latino heavyweight champion from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Irineu Costa. And in the blue corner, wearing black shorts with gold, weighing in at 17 stone 12 pounds 5 ounces, brings to the ring a perfect record, 14 wins from 14 contests, 11 wins inside the distance. From Brixton, London, undefeated, Dillian, the body snatcher, Whyte.
Well, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Keep it clean.
It says here, this one is scheduled for 8 rounds. When this fella is in the ring, you don't usually hear the final bell. Dillian Whyte, 27 years old, originally from Jamaica, now in Brixton, South London. 14 fights, 11 of them stoppages. The 3 that didn't were early 4-rounders. And when he connects, you know about it. And he's up against a fellow we saw a few months ago in Germany, Jim, in Irineu Costa. We saw him take David Price a few rounds. He's tough and he's rugged, but very, very slow and heavy on his feet. And if Whyte is sharp and in shape, he should be able to find a few punches to unsettle this big fella from Brazil.
Yeah, he'll do well to get him out early because Costa, you never know what kind of shape he's in. If you look at the weights, you know, his weight fluctuates considerably from one fight to the next. It all just depends what kind of shape he's in. But he's experienced, he's defensively pretty good, he knows his way around. But you don't look upon him as an actual threat. But if he gets him out early, that would be impressive.
Whyte's big claim to fame, of course, is in his handful of amateur fights. He put Anthony Joshua on the floor and got the decision as well. And those two would appear to be on a collision course down the road. Whyte's certainly taking things very seriously. He's added Jonathan Banks to his team. Banks now his lead trainer, and that's the guy that's been training the Klitschko's. He's also brought in nutritionist Kerry Kays as well, part of his team. Chris Ocko is the long-time trainer, who is still going to be involved. But Whyte sees himself as the guy that can burst the bubble of Joshua, and if he can, there are huge things ahead for him. So this really a tool sharpener, just to see how he can get along. And they'll continue to hype up the Joshua fight, hopefully for later in the year. I don't know if you saw his performance on ringside, Jim, but he's a good talker, very articulate, very engaging, bright, got a lot of skills outside of the ring, and plenty of clump inside the ring as well. It was that first right hand that did the damage. And Costa blinks and looks at his corner as if to say, what on earth just hit me?
So that left hook caught him high, and that's just kind of scrambled his brains, I think. He looked over to the corner, nodded, he knows what he's about. But that was 2 lovely shots.
Yeah, the right hand was so clean, and then that follow-up left hand. And he's got him again, this time with the left hook, and I don't think he's getting up from that. Very, very brave and game this, but he's in real trouble, and I don't think that can go on. No, it can't. Inside around. Dillian Whyte shrugs as if to say, what more do you want from me? That was impressive, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah, it really was impressive, and it was the patience that he showed while he was going about his work. He just used the jab in the early parts of the round, just keeping Costa occupied, keeping him busy. Then he stepped in with the big shots, and the first couple of powerful shots had him on the floor. Then again, he was in no rush, just taking his time. He knew he had the power to get him out of there, and the finishing shot was a beauty.
And just to put some sort of context in it, I mean, when Costa steps up in class, he loses, but he was outpointed by Christian Hamer, stopped in 4 by Joseph Parker, the New Zealander that's exciting everybody. David Price took his time, it was 6 rounds. And then in March, Dennis Boystoff, that was 2, so nobody's done him quicker than this fella's just done him now.
No, but he took some hefty thumps from David Price as well. See, that was the left hook, it caught him high on the head. And quite often that's a punch that you don't recover quickly from. It kind of scrambles your brains. There you go, right hand, bang, over it comes, catches him high, down he goes. I don't know that he completely recovered from that. He looked over to the corner, nodded to let them know it was okay, but you can see how high that landed. Just completely scrambled his thinking, never really got over that. Then, so by that time, what Whyte knew, he had the power to get the job done quickly. But he was still patient, and there, left hook once again.
Yeah, that was a clinical finish. It really was. So Whyte pads his record to 15-0, 12 inside, still not past 4 rounds. And with his new training team in place, he's taking this very seriously indeed, and Costa bravely struggling, trying to get to his feet, but Michael Alexander had no decision to make there. Nobody will argue with that stoppage. Let's have a look at it again, and let's just hope that we can get Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua in a ring together. It will be explosive.
Yep, nice to see Big Anthony in with someone who really does have ambition of his own. That's what we need to see. But that was an excellent performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 41 seconds of round number 1, when referee Michael Alexander stops the contest. In his opinion, Irineu Costa in no position to continue. The winner, now moving to 15-0, Dillian, the body snatcher, Whyte.
Big smile from Dillian Whyte. A very happy man indeed, posing for the photo.